Good morning to everyone. Hi, how are you? Are you working hard at home? Good. Are you staying at home? Good. Stay home, stay safe. Please watch all the videos once again. Whatever the videos we have sent so far, please you go on watching all the videos. Okay? Good. Through this video lecture, I want to explain you quantifying expressions. Quantifying expressions is our today's topic. Love you be attentive, listening, the quantifying expressions. Quantifying expressions. Before we start quantifying expressions, I want to remember you one thing. The first unit through video lecture, through nouns video lecture, I explained you different kinds of nouns. So what is a common noun? What is a proper noun? What is a collective noun? What is a material noun? What is concrete noun? What is abstract noun? What is singular noun? What is plural noun? When and where we use nouns. The importance of the nouns I explained you in the first unit in nouns video lecture. Okay? Yes, come to the point. Nouns can either be countable and uncountable nouns. Once again I am explaining you nouns are countable and uncountable nouns. So what are countable nouns? Let me ask you. Things that we can count are known as countable nouns. Things that we can count known as countable nouns. Pen is a noun. So anything you can see and touch is a noun. So pen is a common noun. Common noun can either be singular number or plural number. Can we see it? Can you count pen? Can we say one pen, two pens, three pens, four pens, five pens? Yes, you are right. We can go on counting these nouns by using the cardinal number. Listen, once again I am telling you cardinal number. What is cardinal number? Numbers are of two. Ordinal number, cardinal number. Let me explain. Let me clarify. Let me clarify what is cardinal and what is ordinal. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are cardinal numbers. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on are ordinal numbers. Okay, so whatever the noun, if we are able to count by using the number, ordinal number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are known as countable nouns. Can we count book? Can we count book? Can we count key? Can we count key? Yes, we can count by using 1 key, 2 keys, 3 keys, 4 keys, 5 keys, etc. So yes, so we have so far we have known what is countable. Countable nouns are those that can be counted by using the number. Whereas let us discuss uncountable noun. What is uncountable noun? Uncountable nouns are those that cannot be counted by using the said numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Known as uncountable. Things that we can count are countable. Things that we cannot count are known as uncountable nouns. My dear students, so let me explain you with one example. Water. What kind of a noun water is? Water is a countable or uncountable? It's not a countable noun, it is uncountable noun. We can't say, please you go on checking. You can't say using one water, two waters, three waters, four waters, five waters, etc. One more example. Money. What is money? Money is countable or uncountable? Yes, money is uncountable. We can't count money by using the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you understand. Good. I love you. Have got it? Have you understand what is countable and uncountable? Let's come to the point. Some nouns are countable, Some nouns are uncountable. Just I have explained you. Door is countable, pen is countable, book is countable, table is countable. We can go on counting door like one door, two doors, three doors, four doors, five doors, six doors, seven doors, eight doors. So it's a countable noun. Pen, just I have explained. Pen is a countable noun. Pen, one pen, two pens, three pens, four pens, five pens, six pens, etc. Book is a countable noun. One book, two books, three books, four books, five books. Table is a countable noun. One table, two table, three table, four tables, five tables, six tables is countable. So uncountable. Some nouns are uncountable. Milk. We can't say one milk, two milk, three milk, four milk. Paper. One paper. A sheet of paper is right. One paper, two papers, three papers. No, it's wrong. A sheet of paper. Two sheets of paper. Three sheets of paper. Shampoo. We can't say one shampoo, two shampoo, three shamps, etc. These are known as uncountable nouns. These are known as uncountable nouns. Okay. You okay? Right. So we can use countable nouns in singular with indefinite article and also in the plural. Singular countable nouns can be either singular and plural form. Singular countable nouns are used with indefinite article or any determiners. Plural countable nouns are not used with indefinite articles. Please you try to understand. The noun has a number, singular number and plural number. Singular number denotes only one person, one place or one thing. Plural number denotes two or more than two. So countable nouns can be singular or plural. Okay, try to understand. Singular countable nouns, we can use indefinite article with singular countable noun. I have pen. It's wrong. I have a pen is right. Pen is a singular countable noun. But we can use plural countable nouns without articles. Without articles. I have pens. I have three pens. Try to understand. Two doors. Try to understand. Right? If you have any doubt, please you can read of me. So we can't use uncountable nouns with indefinite article, right? We can't use uncountable nouns with indefinite. Just I have explained you. Please for this clarification, for the clarification, I have prepared a video lecture on articles. In articles, a table was prepared by me. A table was given in the article. The table shows us where articles like indefinite article, definite article, no articles can be used. The table shows us where articles can or cannot be used. Once again, I am asking you, please all of you go through the table in articles. The table will tell you where and when articles can or cannot be used. Okay, I hope you understand. Good. In the plural, some milk, some water, not a milk, not a water. We never use indefinite article with uncountable nouns. With uncountable nouns. Try to understand. So quantifying expressions, some and now. Now we are going to know the importance of some and any are the quantifying expressions. Look at, we use some and any to talk about quantity. When we use some and any, we always use some and any to talk about quantity. Quantity, but not a particular quantity, a quantity in general sense. So we use some and any. Let me explain this with examples. We use some in positive sentences with uncountable nouns. When we use some S-O-M-E, some in positive sentences with uncountable nouns. So what are positive sentences? What is a positive sentence which does not have the words like no, none, not, never, seldom, rarely, barely, little, few are known as positive sentences. If the sentences do have the said words, known as negative sentences. Negative sentences. I am explaining you English grammar. I am teaching you English grammar. It's a positive sentence. Why? Because the sentence does not consist of any said words. Okay. I am not dancing. I am not dancing. It's a negative sentence. Okay, understand? What is positive and negative? Yes, we always use some with We use some in positive sentences with uncountable nouns. With uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, you are aware of uncountable nouns. Things that we cannot count are known as uncountable nouns. We always use some with uncountable nouns. Let us have a look at examples. I need some sham. I need some sham. Sham is uncountable noun. It is uncountable. I want some water. Water is uncountable noun. We can't say one water, two water, three waters, or four waters. So it's we are using some with uncountable nouns. Some plus uncountable noun. Please you mind it. Please you mind it. So on plural countable nouns, we use some with plural countable nouns in positive sentences. Plural countable nouns. So far we have discussed uncountable. Now we are going to know countable. We use, as I told you, that countable nouns can be either singular or plural form. We use some with plural countable nouns. See the example. I need some apples. Apples is a plural countable noun. We are using some with apples. Okay, try to understand. Try to understand. We want some chairs. Chairs, one chair, two chairs, three chairs, four chairs is a countable noun. Good, very good, very good. So we also use some for requests, questions, and offers when we expect the answer is. When we use in requests, we use some for requests, questions, and offers when we expect the answer is. Okay, try to look at the example. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? Some is also used with uncountable now. What is the answer? Usually the expected answer is yes, I would. Yes, I would. Sentences with mean interrogative sentences will start with question words, starts with auxiliaries, always require, always need yes or no answers. Yes or no answers. Okay, would you like some water? Yes, I would like, yes, I would love some. Can I have some paper? Of course you can. Of course you can. Try to understand. So, we use any with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns for questions when we don't know the answer, and for negative sentences when we use any with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns also for questions when we don't know the answer. When we don't know the answer, we use any with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns for questions and for negative sentences. Please you try to, I am holding the slide for you. Please all of you note down the definition, note down the usage. I hope you are noting down. I am holding the slide for you. We use any with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns for questions when we don't know the answer, and for negative sentences. Negative sentences, please. Have you written? Have you noted down? Good. Holding slide for you. So look at the examples. Have you got any brothers or sisters? It is an interrogative sentence. We don't know whether he gets any brother or sister, whether he has any brother or sister. So we are using any in interrogative sentences when we don't know the answer. Have you got any brothers or sisters? Have you got any questions? These are known as, these two sentences are interrogative sentences. I don't need any potatoes. It is assertive sentences. Assertive sentence, negative. Assertive sentences in affirmative sentences, negative. Negative sentence. I don't need any potatoes. It's a negative sentence. I did not buy any wine. I didn't buy any wine. Holding the slide for you. Please all of you look at. Good. Very good. Quantifying expressions A few and little. Now we are going to know when we use a few and a little. We use a few and a little to talk about a small quantity. If the quantity is very small, we use a few or little with them. Okay? Right. We use a few with uncountable nouns in questions and positive sentences. We use a few with countable nouns in questions and positive sentences. In question, countable nouns, few is countable nouns. Questions and positive sentences. I need a few apples. Apples is a countable noun. It's a positive sentence. Please look at the example. I need a few apples. Can I have a few tomatoes? Is interrogative sentence. In positive interrogative sentences. Can I have a few tomatoes? Please all of you look at the examples. Holding slide for you. Are you noting down? Good. We use a little with uncountable nouns in questions and positive sentences. Little, few with countable nouns and little with uncountable nouns in questions and positive sentences. Please note down. Let us have a look at the examples. They want a little water. Water is uncountable noun and positive sentence. So a little has been used. They want a little water. I can give you a little coffee. Coffee is uncountable noun. A little is used with coffee. It's a positive sentence. Can I have a little butter? It is an interrogative sentence. Butter is uncountable noun. A little is used with uncountable noun in questions. Now we are going to know a lot of, much, many. A lot of, much, many. We use a lot of, much and many to talk about large quantity. When we use lot of, much and many to talk about large quantity. If the quantity is very large, we use a lot of, much and many. So we use a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns in positive and negative sentences and questions. Look at, see, holding the slide for you. We use a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns in positive and negative sentences and questions. In positive sentences, negative sentences, questions with uncountable and countable nouns, a lot of is used. Let us see with example. Let me explain you this with examples. I am doing lot of work. Work is uncountable noun, mind it. It's a positive sentence. I am doing a lot of work at the moment. The sentence is positive. Work is uncountable noun. A lot is used with uncountable noun in positive sentences. Have you got a lot of books? See, it is an interrogative sentence. A lot of is used with countable noun. Book is a countable noun. Books is a countable noun. Plural countable noun in interrogative sentences. I have got a lot of money. Listen, I have got a lot of money. Look at, money is uncountable noun. The positive sentence, a lot of is used with money in a positive sentence, but not a lot. We never use a lot. A lot of is correct, not a lot. Note down. Good. We use much with uncountable nouns in negative sentences and questions. When we use much is used with uncountable nouns in negative sentences and questions. Negative and questions. Uncountable noun, negative, questions. Okay. I did not have much time. Time is uncountable noun. Much is used with uncountable noun in negative sentences. I didn't have much time. Please note down. How much time did you need? Not much. So much is used with uncountable noun, time, in interrogative sentences. Second one is interrogative sentences. Please you look at the second example. How much time did you need? Not much. We use many with countable nouns in negative sentences and questions. When we use many with countable nouns in negative sentences and questions, many plus countable noun, negative and questions. Let us have a look. We have not got many sunny days. So sunny days is countable noun. Many is used with sunny days and I mean countable noun in negative sentences. Haven't conveys negative sense. We have not got many sunny days. How many students are there? An interrogative sentence, not many. Students are countable now. Many is used with students. Try to understand. Please hold this fine for you. It's not difficulty. It's not difficulty. Please use your brain. Please be attentive. After the video lecture, open your textbook and go through all the exercise and text available in your textbook. Textbook is very, very important for you. Please, you don't depend on not only, I mean, you don't depend only on the videos, on the video lectures sent by us. Please, textbook is very, very important. Love, you should buy the textbook. Follow the textbook. Before the end examinations, before the mid or end examinations, I will check everyone's textbook. Everyone will hold your textbook. Try to understand. We don't usually use much in positive sentences. We don't usually use much in positive sentences. In formal English, many is not common in positive sentences. We prefer a lot of. Holding slide for you. Please try to use your brain. So table is very, very important. The table is extracted from your table. Completely, it is taken from your textbook. There are some quantifiers used with both. Look at the table given below, for example. Come to the first column. Some quantifiers used with countable nouns. Some quantifiers used with countable nouns like neither, either, both, each, few, fewer, several, many, every. Please you note down all the quantifiers are used with countable nouns only. When we come to second column, some quantifiers will used with uncountable nouns. Let us see the quantifiers used with uncountable nouns. Little, much, a great deal of. So now we see some quantifiers used before both countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Some quantifiers used before both countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Some, any, a lot of, lots of, more, most, enough, less, no, all. Not lot of, lots of. Please holding slide for you. Please you see the same table in the textbook. The same table is available in your textbook. Please look at the textbook. Look at the table in the textbook. Okay, this is the exercise for you. Choose the correct word. Multiple questions are given. Please you select the correct answer. There are dash biscuits in the pocket. One is done for you. There are a few biscuits. Biscuits is a countable noun in plural form. So we use a few with biscuits in pocket. One is done for you. There are a few biscuits in the pocket. Please, we have dash time before the plane leaves. Options are given here. A few, little, time is uncountable noun, please. The time is uncountable noun, please. It is a negative, please. You try to select the answer, correct answer. Few of my students, remember the third person singular s ending in verbs means that not many students understood. Some students understood, maybe 6 or 7. None of the students understood, 0 students. Please you try to guess the correct answer. He always gets dash presents than his sister on his birthday. A lot of fewer, less. Please you correct. There are dash people in the supermarket today. A lot of people, fewer, little. Okay, please you try to understand. She has dash friends. Holding slide for you. He earns dash money. Options are given. She wears dash gold jewelry. He eats dash lots of a lot of fever. Did you like hip hop music? Yes. Please you select the answer. There dash money in my wallet. What is the answer? Please you select the answer. Choose the correct answer. They have dash information on their website. They have dash customers. Very little, very few, a lot of. He eats dash sweet food. Please you try to understand. He has dash free time. There is only milk left in the freezer. You smoke dash. He does not end dash. I have dash good friends. Lot of a few a little. Please you try to choose all the answers. Thank you one and all. Please all of you follow the textbook. Textbook is very important. After every video lecture, what you are expected to do is open your textbook and see the link. Follow the text. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.